Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Sunday, an end of a fantastic week here at Gulfstream Park West. But we're not done yet. We got 11 races to look at, and my buddy Pete Aiello has got those track and weather conditions.
11 races on the Sunday program in South Florida, a fast main track. We did have to take some of our races off the turf, but some of them were on the turf, including the first and the third, as well as the final race, race number 11. First of the day on turf, a maiden race at a mile and a 16th. 2-year-old fillies of the special weight variety scratched the 3, 13, 14, 15, and 16. The favorite was the 12, Stunting. Racing at Gulfstream. Stunting broke outward, but also broke quickly and is looking to cross over, racing between horses in Occasion. Also away in the top flight is Lady Panda. Taken back between horses is Look Me Over, and Savant Salata saves ground toward the inside. Floated a bit wide on that first turn was Kissing Frogs, mid-flight and about 4 lengths behind. Too bad, 2 lengths better than Act Like Artie, who's down toward the rail. On the outside of that is More Good Times, situated 7 lengths off the pace setter and 3 clear of Ora Delvino, third last. Second last, Mamina's team, and Trapezium is last of all as they went the opening quarter in 23 and 4. Into the backstretch they go. Chris Lenderos and Occasion lead the race by a neck. Stunting on the outside is their second. So Long Salata is down at the inside, a joint third, with Lady Panda on her outside. Then back to the team of Kissing Frogs in the 2-path and Look Me Over toward the inside. They're followed by More Good Times with Act Like Artie along the fence. 3 clear of Mamina's team, then Trapezium, and Ora Delvino drops back to last. Not much in it from first to last, no more than 8 lengths as they move into the far turn. Here's Stunting to take on Occasion, and now Stunting has the lead 3 wide. Lady Panda tries to run with them down at the inside. Third, Occasion is backpedaling. In between runners is Savant Salata getting underway for Paco. Out wide on the course and Kissing Frogs finding her best stride. Mamina's team is following her 2 lengths better than Look Me Over, who hunts racing room for Leperoux with a 1/4 mile left to go. Stunting floats wide off the corner. Kissing Frogs on the outside. Mamina's team ducks to the inside of the leader, and Lady Panda's back to 4th. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Stunting all over the place while trying to hold off Kissing Frogs and Mamina's team. Look Me Over on the stand side. In deep stretch, here's Kissing Frogs for the lead. Look Me Over charging hard. Kissing Frogs will win it. Under Joe Bravo, close for second in 1:42 and 1. Fresh off a Grade 1 success at Santa Anita Park in Southern California yesterday, Joe Bravo back to home base in Florida and gets the first race victory aboard number 8, Kissing Frogs, for trainer Bill Mott and owners Umberto Ferri. Ira Keeperman and Harold Chabinski, Paradise Farms, also owns this daughter of Cairo Prince, who wins a narrow decision over Stunting. We go to the second race, start of the early pick 4, 6.5 furlongs of the trip. A field of 6. Off-time favorites included 4, By the Seashore, and 6, Louis Kingdom. And they're off. Far outside, Louis Kingdom gets the first call and is going to try to cross over Primo Posto toward the rail and between horses and Jack B. Winkle. Splitting rivals is By the Seashore to move into second. Back at the back of the field are Tune In, and Geonosis is last. They make their way to the half-mile point at 2-1. It's Louis Kingdom on top, a length and a quarter. Jack B. Winkle is second, By the Seashore third. On from fourth and Tune In, 2 clear of Geonosis, and Primo Posto is now last. 22 and 4 for a very reasonable opening quarter speed inside half a mile from home. With the advantage, Louis Kingdom by a length and a half. Jack B. Winkle is second. Saya's keeping after By the Seashore to stay in range from third. Panici is after Tune In from fourth, who's trying to run home while 4 lengths off the lead. Geonosis has never kicked it in, and Primo Posto was last with 5/16 to run. Up front, Louis Kingdom with Jack B. Winkle only a neck off the lead. Tune In is still in range. By the Seashore is next. Now Geonosis begins to roll through a 45 and 3/2 mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Jack B. Winkle has the lead. Down the center and Tune In with Geonosis coming on. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Jack B. Winkle still in front. On the outside and Tune In trying to get him on the money. Tune In at Jack B. Winkle. Jack B. Winkle and Tune In. These two, Tune In on the outside for a narrow lead. Tune In and Jack B. Winkle. That's too close to call. A wicked bob in 1:17 flat. Super tight finish to the second race. In the end, number 3, Tune In, gets a very narrow victory. Handled a victory by Luca Panici for Jorge Navarro and Mastic Beach Racing. Jack B. Winkle loses a heartbreaker. Time for a commercial timeout. Don't go away. A lot of action left. Back now for the third race of the afternoon on turf at a mile and a 16th. Maidens of the 2-year-old variety scratched the 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. The favorite was the 5, Gufo. And they're off. Beautiful start for Causalistic from down toward the inside, but there's a host of pursuers, including Oxide, who moves up to take the lead. In between horses is Hellbent and Voodoo Zip away in the top flight, moving out the inside, and Mandate going to try to get over to the rail. The favorite Gufo is in no hurry early. Dropping over is Storm Risk from the high draw and the charge around the first turn. The early trailer is B Bridge. Up front, it's Hellbent and Landeros in front to length and a quarter. Oxide is there second toward the rail and Voodoo Zip third. Back to fourth and Storm Risk. Racing in fifth is Mandate. Sixth out wide is Scano. Next at the inside, Gufo ahead of Tapaloof, the gray on the outside. Causalistic, who actually won the start, is second last, and the trailer is B Bridge. They make their way down the backstretch after a 23-2 quick opening quarter. Hellbent the target. On the outside, Oxide keeps the pressure on second. Storm Risk is parked 3 wide third. Gaffleone has Voodoo Zip in a good spot fourth, but he'll need to quicken to keep his spot. Tyler just tried to get him to do just that. 2 back to Scano. He's moving up. He passes Mandate. Tapaloof on the outside. Then it's still an unhurried Gufo. Outside of him and Causalistic, and B Bridge is last. 48-1 for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. Here's Oxide to make his bid for the top. Storm Risk moves to him while second. Hellbent is back to third. Gaffleone really getting after Voodoo Zip to try to launch a bid. Zayas is following with Scano, but he'll need racing room. Tapaloof hunts wide for Bravo, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 112-1. Off the turn with Oxide the target. Oxide leads wide outside, and Voodoo Zip coming on. Tapaloof is next. Inside and Scano. Late run from the favorite Gufo. Final eighth of a mile. Oxide still there. On the outside and Voodoo Zip. Here's Gufo lunging up on the outside in deep stretch. It's Gufo surging at Voodoo Zip. Here it is. Photo finish. Another one too tight to separate. Gufo outside. Voodoo Zip inside. 142-2. Number 5, Gufo gets the job done in narrow fashion. And well-judged ride by Irad Ortiz Jr. He was up in time with his son of Declaration of War and just his second career start. Owned by Otter Bend Racing and trained by the turf master, Christophe Clement. Gufo in the third. We go to the fourth race now. The fourth race, a 7-furlong claiming event. Price tag $6,250. Field of 8. All the money on 7. Grand Causeway. And they're off. Check back at the start was Return the Star. Good start for Off the Mark, who gets off the mark well from Cowboy Bob and Asete, second and third. Angling for racing room is El Zeus, he's into fourth. Outside fifth and Snoring Barth, then back to Grand Causeway and All-Star Siler. And after making a mess of the trailer, is Return the Star. Down the backstretch they go. Big Price leader. Off the mark. In front to half a length. Aseri out the rail is there second. 3 wide and tugging is El Zeus in third. On from fourth is Cowboy Bob. He's well-traveled at this point, racing a length better than an inside running All-Star Siler. Then it's a gap of 2 to Snoring Barth ahead of Grand Causeway. He's been given the green light already. He's not making many ground right now as they round the far turn. Off the mark, tries to spring it upset. He leads a length and a half over Asete in second. On the outside, and El Zeus from third. Back to fourth, and All-Star Siler, who's inside of Cowboy Bob. Then comes out outside running Snoring Barth, trying to run home or Grand Causeway and Return the Star with a 1/4 mile left to go. On the outside, and El Zeus bidding up to Off the Mark for the lead. All-Star Siler is still right there. Grand Causeway starts to figure it out, but he's got absolutely no place to go with 3/16 to go. El Zeus the leader. Grand Causeway knifing through horses now with an 1/8 of a mile left. Manessis has him on a roll. Grand Causeway just took a while to feel like he wanted to kick in, but he kicks in now. He's a 1-2 winner. It's all about Grand Causeway, geared down in the end. El Zeus is second, too close to call for third between All-Star Siler and Snoring Barth. Speaking candidly, I wouldn't have given you 5 cents for your win bet on Grand Causeway at the half-mile point. He was not traveling well at all. Just it took a while for this son of Giants Causeway to get in high gear. Once he got in high gear, the rest of the field had major problems as the favorite ran up the score late under Marcos Manessis for trainer Najib Abguhada in the Grand Poyo stable. The favorite's a winner, Grand Causeway over El Zeus. We go to the fifth race now and start at pick 3. Race 5 off the turf on the main track at 1 mile. Scratch the 2 through 6, the 9, 11, 15, and 16. Paco rides number 1, Il Farione. Favorite was the 12, Cheyenne Bull. And they're off. Level beginning. Looking for a leader here, sent between horses. The Queen's Jewels is up to take the lead from Cheyenne Bull with Pango on the far outside. These three have now gone well ahead of a fourth running Philo. Down at the inside goes Majestic Luna with Bowtie Affair. And out the back door is Il Ferione. He's where he always is, last of all. And he's about 15 or so off the pace. Pace is up front with Queen's Jewels narrowly in front of Cheyenne Bull from second, and the pace is quick, 23-2 to the opening quarter station. Pango third, taken in hand behind the embattled duo. It's a gap of another 7 or 8, actually probably more than that, to Bowtie Affair and Majestic Luna. And still at the back is Il Ferione. He's at least 25 off the lead. I promise I'm serious. They move to the far turn after the opening half mile complete in 45-4. These are big-time numbers put up by the Queen's Jewels, who leads by a length and a half. Cheyenne Bull is second. Now Manassas getting after Pango to try to parlay his trip into a contending spot. He's up into second now. It's a gap of another 6 lengths then to Philo, who's running home a touch, with Majestic Luna inside 5/16 from home. Here's the bid from Pango on the outside. And at the quarter pole, Pango has overhauled an inside running the Queen's Jewels. Majestic Luna's on a roll, and so is Philo. Still nothing decided here after 3 quarters. In 1:10-4, there's an eighth of a mile now to go. Manassas gets after Pango to go on with it, and he's doing exactly that. Pango is strong today. Toward the inside, Philo tries to get second with the Queen's Jewels and Majestic Luna. But if you're on Pango, you can go collect. Pango in front, and in front easily. Wrapped up in a 5-length winner. The Queen's Jewels second, Majestic Luna third, then Bowtie Affair. Nice trip behind the embattled pace setters from Marcos Manassas aboard number 14, Pango. And he draws off for the victory. Second start of the form cycle for veteran trainer Dave Casson and owner Bruce Patterson. Pango wins at 9-2. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the Rainbow Six. Don't go away. Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six, maiden claimers of the $50,000 variety with a field of 9. Off-time favorite number 1, Blood Moon. And they're off. Crowding in the center for Frank First. Good start out wide for At the Beach. Moving at the inside, Acapoti and Jesus' team. Bundy comes away in the top flight. In fact, they're really lining up for the early lead behind Bundy, who's taken in hand. Here they all come as on the inside, Blood Moon joins the leader on the 3 wide side and Jesus' team. 4 wide, Frank First. 6 wide is Iron Drill. From between horses and dropping back is At the Beach. Moving through Acapoti. Out the back door earlier, Embrace My Uncle and Excalibur. 24-4 for the opening quarter, and down inside it's Blood Moon as the public pick, now moving to a length and a half lead. Bundy back to second. Jesus' team is together with Frank First, racing third and fourth, a length and a half in front of Acapoti. Gap of 3 to Embrace My Uncle. The rest start to string out ahead of Iron Drill, Excalibur, and At the Beach at the back through a 47-1 opening half mile. Blood Moon takes no prisoners around the far turn. He leads by 2. Bundy second. Frank First third. On the outside and Embrace My Uncle. He's making a touch of headway. He's up into fourth now for Torres, well 4 wide. Dropping back Jesus' team, then Acapoti. The rest are just too far back as they move to the top of the stretch. Blood Moon comes under pressure but maintains his lead. On the outside and Embrace My Uncle, and from between horses is Frank First. On the inside and Bundy 3/4. 111-4. Blood Moon has one to fight off. It's Embrace My My Uncle, who tries to take aim from second. Embrace My Uncle starts to gain on Blood Moon. 16th to go. Blood Moon is almost home. Embrace My Uncle not going down without a fight. He's gaining ground, but time ticking away, and Blood Moon has enough in the tank. He'll graduate with a length and a half win. Embrace My Uncle second. Jesus' team third. Close for fourth. Acapulco or Frank first. Number 1, Blood Moon gets the maiden diploma here today under a nice ride from Irad Ortiz Jr. Made a break for it turning for home and lasted a length and a quarter better than the nearest rival. Owned in partnership by a variety of folks, including Stone Street Stable, Starship Stable, Mataket Stable, Starlight Racing, Fred Hertrich III, Fielding, and Golconda Stable. Blood Moon wins for trainer Rodolphe Brisset. Let's go to the 7th race. It was off the turf on the main track at a mile and a 16th. First finish line in use. 2-year-olds went postward here. Scratched the 2, 7, 10, 11, and 12. Favorites included 1, Rebelde, and number 13, Point Winner. Good start out wide for Captain Flint, who's headed off for the early lead. Quality on Tap's going to run with him in the early stages. Rebelde comes through at the inside to take over third. In the 2-path is I'm More Ready, racing from 4th, 3 wide, and Dr. G's Hope. Back from there, you have St. Joe Viper ahead of Moe's Had Enough, and the early trailer is Point Winner. Around the first turn they go, and Jaramillo takes hold of Captain Flint to lead by a length. Up on the outside now, second, Dr. G's Hope at the rail, and Quality on Tap is third. I'm More Ready fourth while in the clear. Rebelde is next at the rail. Then St. Joe Viper working 2.5 clear of Moe's Had Enough, and a length to the trailer, Point Winner. 23 and 3 for the opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Captain Flint has the lead by a length and a quarter. Second position to Dr. G's Hope at the inside, and Quality on Tap third. I'm More Ready fourth. Rebelde losing a touch of ground in fifth. Back to 6 goes St. Joe Viper. Then it's Moe's Had Enough, and the trailer is still Point Winner. 47 and 3 for the opening half mile. They move inside half a mile from home. Here's Quality on Tap in the 2-path to take on Captain Flint around the far turn run. Up into third, and I'm More Ready. Rebelde starts to gain a bit of ground again. Fourth and down toward the inside. In fact, Rebelde's rolling. He'll lead a way through as they move down to the top final 3 furlongs. It's the leader, Quality on Tap, putting away Captain Flint, who drops anchor. I'm More Ready up on the outside is now into second. From third, and Rebelde trying to run home as Moe's Had Enough, and Point Winner. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Up front, Quality on Tap has the lead by 2. Rebelde's a danger from the outside. He's still coming for Meneses. Marcos has had 2 already today. He's about ready to make it 3, as here's Rebelde sweeping up to take the lead. Quality on Tap has run a very good race, but he's only second best to Rebelde, his 7th race winner. Quality on Tap second. I'm More Ready third, then Point Winner, and Moe's Had Enough. Number 1, Rebelde gives Marcos Meneses his 3rd winner of the afternoon as the son of Kozan makes a long sustained run from mid-flight to get up for the victory. Trained by Angel Quiros for owner Ramiro Rosas Medina. Rebelde to start your late pick 5. Go to the 8th race now and start the late pick 4. 1 mile the trip. Claimers in for 12,500. Field of 7, 2-1 on both the 3 Zippy and the 7 Starship Aramis. And they're off. Clean beginning. From the fence, Frank Alone begins the quickest, and he is alone early. He leads Starship Aramis out of the chute with Colin a winner away in the top flight. Zippy is alongside him. Out wide is Amen Alley, moving through now at the inside, Millionaire Runner, and the early trailer is Mysterio. So Millionaire Runner went all the way up to challenge Frank Alone for the top, and Starship Aramis races from third. On from fourth and Amen Alley, then at the inside and Zippy, followed second last by Colin a winner, and the trailer is Mysterio. With the advantage, Millionaire Runner through a 23 and 3 opening quarter. He leads the race by half a length. Toward the inside, Frank Alone is still second. Starship Aramis watching these top 2 do battle while third. 2.5 clear of Zippy, who's clearly fourth. Calling a winner. Just went by Amen Alley, and Mysterio still at the back. Inside half a mile from home, toward the inside, it's Frank Alone, who's back to challenge Millionaire Runner for the top. 3 wide! Starship Aramis let go now by Barrios, and there he goes! Starship Aramis to the top! Frank Alone back to second now. All in third is Millionaire Runner. Passed on both sides by Zippy and Calling a winner with a quarter of a mile left to go. With the advantage, it's Starship Aramis. He's strictly the one to gun down. He leads by 3. Frank Alone is brave while trying to hang with him. Calling a winner's on the outside toward the rail and Zippy. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. 3 quarters, 1:10 and 2. 3/16 from home, and the leader is Starship Aramis by 3. Zippy still in range while second and continuing to close. On the outside and coming on is Calling a winner. 16th to go. Starship Aramis is close to home with a big enough lead, and he'll win it. 2-1 on the first and second horses as Starship Aramis beat Zippy by 2. Third Colin a winner, fourth Frank Alone. Number 7, Starship Aramis wins pretty easy in the end under a nice ride from jockey Hector Barrios as the favorites run 1-2, owned by Carablanco Stable and trained by Amador Sanchez. They couldn't reach Starship Aramis in the first leg of the late pick 4. The 3, Zippy, was second, and the 5, Colin a winner, third. We go to the 9th race now, the start of the late pick 3, off the turf, main track at 1 mile. Allowance horses here scratch the 2, 4, 5, 6, and the 9. Off-time favorites included number 11, Super Jaguar, and number 12, Just Kidding. And they're off. Just Kidding away quickly toward the inside. Lucky Mike with Dark Ages. Up on the outside goes Super Jaguar into the top flight. From there you have Mozo Bello and Tap the Mojo, and the early trailer is Tipsy Kitten. Out of the chute and onto the main course, and with the advantage, it's Just Kidding on top by a length. Dark Ages now moves to take second. Away in third is Super Jaguar. Mozo Bello splits horses. Tap the Mojo's on the outside. Lucky Mike is toward the rail, and Tipsy Kitten is last. 23-1 for a strong opening quarter speed, and Dark Ages has the lead narrowly. Up on the outside, it's Just Kidding together in second. Racing into third is Super Jaguar with Mozo Bello next. Out widest is Tap the Mojo ahead of Lucky Mike, and still unhurried at the back is Tipsy Kitten. They move to the half-mile point, and with the advantage, it's still Just Kidding, but he's gone quickly. He went the opening half-mile in 45-3. On the outside, Super Jaguar is there second. Tap the Mojo! 3 wide and on a move from third. Mozo Bello waiting his turn while fourth. That's all for Dark Ages. Passed by Tipsy Kitten as they run around the far turn. Less than 5/16 to travel now. Super Jaguar takes over from Just Kidding. Tap the Mojo travels very well for Tyler G on the outside. Mozo Bello and Tipsy Kitten are next, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 110-2. They're into the drive now. Tap the Mojo at 8-1 under very light handling has taken over the lead with an 1/8 of a mile left to get. Down the center in Mozo Bello, widest in Tipsy Kitten. From between in Super Jaguar, Just Kidding is next, but it's all about Tap the Mojo and Tyler Gaffleone. They're 8-1 winners with 3 lengths in hand. Second, Mozo Bello. Third, Super Jaguar. Close for fourth in 136-1. Nice performance here today from number 10, Tap the Mojo. He was really a winner at the 5/16 as Tyler Gaffleone had a big hold of this son of Tappet. He let him go at the 8th pole, and Tap the Mojo drew away. Owned by Live Oak Plantation and trained by Mark Cassie, it's an 8-1 winner. To start the late pick 3, it's Tap the Mojo. Time for a commercial break. The late Daily Double is right after this. Back now for race number 10 on the program. First half of the late Daily Double. Claimers at a $6,250 level. Scratch the 4, Sazerac. All the money on 2, Killa D. And 3, Crammy Boy. And they're off. Crammy Boy away quickly, but not quicker than Killa D, who puts his neck on top. Moving on the far outside is Zinkadoo with Hollywood Overdogs. Sent through at the rail, rattle him, but he's got not enough speed to maintain the lead. And the early trailer is Organic Jenny. Chuck Lopez really wants Rattle him in front, but Wilmer Galvez and Killa D have the same idea, and these two lock horns. 3 wide, or now 4 wide, Hollywood Overdogs. 3 wide and Crammy Boy, 2 lengths better than Inkadoo, and long at the back is Organic Jenny. To the half-mile grounds, 22-4 the opening quarter time as Killa D maintains his lead. Toward the inside and fighting on is Rattle 'em. 4 wide, Hollywood Overdogs tries to get to the leader now. Crammy Boy is just behind the speed while racing in fourth. Tyler's going to kick him to the outside as soon as the Hollywood Overdogs gets away from him. That's been done, so here it comes. They move to the top of the stretch. Hollywood Overdogs the leader. Killa D is there second. Into the clear comes a third running Crammy Boy, and he's on the attack now. Back to fourth and Rattle 'em with 1/4 of a mile left to go. Far outside, Crammy Boy, Hollywood Overdogs, and Killa D right there. These 3 across the course with 1/8 of a mile to go. Out the center, Crammy Boy now strides forward to take the lead. Killa D can do nothing about it, nor can anybody else. At 8-5, it's Top Hat Thoroughbreds. It's Tyler Gaffleone, and it's Crammy Boy, a 2.5 length winner. Second, Killa D. Third was Rattle 'em. Fourth was Hollywood Overdogs, and then Organic Jenny. runners away. Good start for At the Pearly Gates, who begins for the lead on the far outside. Spinning Kitten looking to get over. Splitting Horses, and on the move now is Shakar, and Shakar is up to take on At the Pearly Gates up front. Spinning Kitten from the 11 hole is now racing in third at the inside, and Bodie Cody from fourth. Out wide on the course is the gray Guess First. Saving ground is Trini Alex toward the rail. They're followed by 392, and out 3 wide Russian Wine, 2.5 clear of Direct Approach, and the trailer is Unlimited Data. And the charge around the first turn, Rajiv Mirage and At the Pearly Gates lead through an opening quarter of 23-1. On the outside, and Shakar keeps the pressure on second. Down at the inside, and Bodie Cody is a third running. Actually, he's on the inside in fifth now, as outside of him are both Spinning Kitten, and widest of all is Guess First. In between horses, Russian Wine alongside 392, then Trini Alex, 3 lengths to Direct Approach and Unlimited Data as they make their way past the half mile in 47-2. At the Pearly Gates, he's got no breather. He's been pushed every step by Shakar second. 3 wide Spinning Kitten, 4 wide Guess First. At the inside, and Bodie Cody from between horses in 392. Russian Wine is close enough if good enough. He's only 2.5 lengths off the lead. A gap of another 2 to Trini Alex, then Direct Approach. He finds his best stride from the back. Direct Approach put into the clear by Lenderos. He's on a move after 3 quarters, and 111-4. They're at the top of the stretch. At 4-5, Spinning Kitten is off the turn with the lead. At the Pearly Gates is there second. Direct Approach and Unlimited Data from the back, 3/16 from home. Spinning Kitten looks vulnerable. Here's Unlimited Data, and here's Direct Approach, and the 2 back markers let all the heavy lifting get done up front, and they're onto the front now. Direct Approach on the inside, outside Unlimited Data, Direct Approach, Unlimited Data! Unlimited Data and Jeffrey Sanchez got up to beat Direct Approach. That was a dogfight. They were well clear of Spinning Kitten third in 142-2.
Well, that wraps up Sunday's card with Doc for live racing on Monday and Tuesday, New Year's Eve. When we're back on New Year's Day, make sure you join us. 10 races on New Year's Day. It's going to be a fantastic year of racing at Gulfstream Park. That's 2020. Good night. Good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.